All right.
No.
We are live on the CRC podcast. What's CRC, Richie?
Can't remember crap. Or
what?
Crazy Rides channel.
All right. All right. Oh, so this is sponsored by the ex-New Yorker.
He forgot who I was.
Getting a little tongue-tied.
What's happening here?
So excited with this new program.
Yeah, we got a new program. It's freaking awesome.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
this.
we should talk about
Forget the introductions.
program.
Let's talk about the program.
There we go.
There we
go. There we go.
Boom.
And also, the Biker's Realtor, Richie's Jam, right? Yeah, through Richie's Jam.
Come on.
Go ahead, Richie.
Come on, we got to dance.
Me, Eric. Residential commercial investment property.
Where did you find that music?
It'll change quickly. I'm here for you.
Stop. I can't stop.
Nobody can see you, Rich.
I can't stop dancing.
All right.
Let him finish.
Sorry.
I can't take no more. I can't take no more.
Oh my God.
All right, we have someone.
Dean's gonna make you.
We have
music.
someone waiting for us. Let's bring him on.
We got a guest.
We got a guest.
We lost our guest. Oh, there he is.
There he
Boom.
is, Mr. Nate.
Well, he's not really a guest.
No, he's part of the family.
Yeah.
Like your hat. Yeah, I left my hat at home, man. I was such in a hurry.
Really?
To get
There we
here.
go. There we go.
I feel naked.
Complain about it every week.
I
and
feel
you ain't wearing
naked.
one?
I know. I wore my shirt though. I wore my custom shirt.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Nice shirt. Think you'd get us one? No.
I gave him one.
Wow.
You weren't involved at the time.
Ah, okay.
Hey Eric, it's funny that the room kicked me out as soon as you went live.
Yeah, I had to bring you in, so that's how it's going to be.
Okay.
You know.
I would just I was just like, all right.
YouTube.
What?
Yeah, he's
What?
YouTube.
YouTube.
So I'm trying to see.
That's what it looks like.
We're live on
That's cool.
here.
Yeah, so we got this new program, Eric, loaded up. And it's all web driven, which is nice. You don't go through the computer, shouldn't have any delays, shouldn't have any chatter, and
So we're on.
Nothing.
We're actually
My head's
streaming
so
on
much bigger on that.
Facebook. Facebook.
Yeah,
We're actually streaming on Facebook. And who else?
and Instagram.
Instagram. What about the other one?
Yeah, YouTube.
Yes, and YouTube. Right. That hasn't changed. So we're on 3 genres now.
So Nate,
Wow.
just to let you know, when we stop recording, you have to stay on until it's fully uploaded. All right?
Okay.
All right.
How many hours is that?
at least 5.
I've been just like,
And
I have to
and
pee.
and the other thing is you can't move.
Yeah.
So it may take about an hour. You can just like a statue. You just stay in one place.
Okay.
I go like this or something like that. Bird
Of
will come
course.
along and poop on my.
Yeah. And of course, for all you baseball fans out there, Yanks are on right now. That's congratulatory. Huh? Thank you.
I was gonna say the Mets are out.
Even though they shit the bed last night against the Red Sox. They shit the bed last night against the Red Sox.
They're just having a ball.
Yeah, the
Unbelievable.
Mets aren't even in it though.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, the Mets aren't in it.
We're live on YouTube, on what do you call it? Instagram.
Instagram. All right.
But Richie doesn't want to talk about the Mets and Juan Soto's $800 million contract for leaving the Yankees. See how he did that?
I'm looking for the Wawa.
Okay.
There it is.
There it is. Ask me about the Mets again.
Hey, how about the Mets? It's all right. The Yankees might be home after tonight, too. They might, the wrong one. Wrong one. Never mind. Aye.
Get him away from the.
Yeah, get your hands off of that. Oh, he's got 5 things going at once.
Come on. We got people hanging up already.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done.
Like
Done.
an ADD kid.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
the most
I
fun
love-
he's had in
Hey,
like 5
you didn't
days.
notice, huh? You didn't notice the
Yeah.
color of the table? It's a U-shaped table. Can't you see how we're all
Oh.
sitting?
Nice. I didn't notice that at
Yeah.
first. That's
Yeah, you
good.
can't tell. You can't tell it's your shape.
Yeah,
You just see a table.
but you could see that we're all looking at each other.
No, we're not looking at each other. We're looking at Nate.
I mean, we're all looking at you.
We're all looking at me.
Yeah.
we don't need to look at each other.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what's up?
It's damaged, but they're gonna give us a new one, and then we're throwing this one out.
All right. You know what? So Nate, how many miles you got on your bike?
About almost 14,000.
Here's what happened to me. So I go to Harley for some service, and I happen to have a VIP, so they changed all the fluids for free. And he comes out and tells me that my brake line's got some fluid in it with 4,000 miles on it, and it needs to be changed. I'm like, okay, fine, do it. So apparently, after I got the bike home, 2 weeks later, this little wrench light came on. And it's well known that I'm surprised you haven't seen it on your bike, or if you haven't had your brake lines drained, right? Never had service on that. Well, apparently well, you know what? You don't have a CVO, so I'm wondering if it's different on your bike for whatever reason. But on mine,
I don't know that it would be. Yeah.
it shouldn't be. I mean, it's the same bike, right? Same technology, other than the
I had
engine.
the I had the VIP package, so they would change everything at the 10,000 miles.
Right, but I don't think the brake lines are included because I mean I had to pay, so it was an extra. And apparently, like they told me every 2 years, this wrench light comes on, you got to drain the fluid in your brake lines, which I thought was kind of shitty. I mean I've had bikes before for years and never touched the brakes, unless I change the cable or something. And
Right.
you've never got a brake line, that wrench light on yours at all, huh?
No.
All right, so I had to bring it back after 2 weeks. It came on.
I'm not quite the 2 years yet.
Right. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe it's not a mileage thing. Maybe it's a time
mileage
thing.
Yeah, it's a time thing.
It's a time thing. So you might get it.
Yeah.
And if you get it, it's a mandatory thing to get your brake lines drained. Which
Yeah,
I don't
you
know
can't
why.
take it off, and YouTube's got nobody on there showing you how to take it off.
You can't take it off. It's the only Harley can take it off. It's not an option that you can do. This is what I've read, and I was told that they have to do it. I mean, I brought it to Harley. They took care of it in 5 minutes. And I said, well, why don't you reset it when I was there? They said, well, they probably forgot because it wasn't on. But they could have updated the program and said, okay, look, he did this, reset it for another 2 years. But they didn't do that. But if you ever see that come on, that little wrench, then you know it's a brake. There's nothing wrong with your brakes, technically, but it's probably just your fluid.
They just want to change it out earlier just to make sure. Because if the brakes fail, then it's pretty bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, he drained it. My brakes are definitely better. They felt tighter. I was saying it was a little spongy before that, so possibly there was some fluid in there. Don't know how it got in there, but whatever. But yeah, every 2 years it's going to probably come on. And
did you go to the bigger rotors when you put the other
rims
wheels on?
No, same size rims, and the rotors were the same, but I went with a more of a performance rotor instead of putting the regular ones on. So I had to buy them for the ST rims.
The ones that are cut up.
Yeah, but they have the slots in it and stuff.
Yeah, the ones that look like the ST.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put those on.
I've seen there's some differences in the brakes, but I didn't think it would be that much. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious. Let me know if that comes on. And again, it was a 5 minute, cleanup, but it was $350. Yeah.
Oh,
so they gotta nail you some way. So that's my
a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy, man.
Well, definitely
it's
felt better.
Programmed to make you come back in.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
Right.
Well, they're struggling. That's why they need you to come in. They need to make some money.
I was the only guy there in line waiting. There was nobody there, and that was a Friday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Usually everyone wants to get stuff done on Friday.
Well, considering they closed Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, nobody was there.
Nobody was there. I was the only guy in line.
Wow.
Nobody was there Monday or Tuesday either.
Yeah, I know. I
Not even a
passed
sales
there,
guy.
the place was empty.
Yeah.
They sold
geez.
all the bikes that they put outside.
And they locked the doors and the
With
signs came
chains.
down.
They put
Yeah.
chains on the
They,
doors.
they put about 50 bikes outside. They all around, and there were no bikes. So apparently they sold them all. Amazing used bikes.
By the way,
Maybe
if
they're just
anyone
taking.
out there is watching, we do have a live stream chat. So if you have a question or want to say hello to Richie, you're welcome to do so.
Please. That'd be nice.
Please, he's desperate.
Please, I can't
Is-
deal with these two guys. I need some outside source.
Nice shirt.
You want outside sauce? Like what?
You need some pens in here.
Shrimp and lobster sauce?
Like my
Tomato
thing?
sauce?
That's all embroidered. It's the original. Crazy
So
Rising.
is somebody on the board from Apple? Because Apple does that with their stuff. They have this programmed obsolescence, makes them obsolete after so many updates or anything like that. So like, it makes it to where all of a sudden you can't program the new whatever, stuff in it. So you have to get a new iPad or a new
phone.
new phone, new computer. Like my computer, I bought it probably like 10 years ago. I mean, it's got the speed and everything, but it can't update the new program, so I have to get a new one.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well,
Sucks.
what happened with me is I got the same situation. I got a desktop, and it keeps telling me to update to 11. And every time I go on, it tells me I don't have enough of this, and I don't have enough of that. And then it shows me new machines, right? So I called my IT.
Yeah.
All right. So we have an IT that I had before, and got it from my brother-in-law, I think, from his job, and he tells me that he can do it. I think $150 or something. He can program it. I said, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. He says, you don't need it. So I'm just waiting for him to get over and put it in, because my Dell is like brand new. I mean, I got a 1 terabyte with a 256. I have a 1 terabyte with a 256 plus, and I know I'm not using all of that, and and it's a good processor too, and a good sound card, a real good sound card. I got the extra sound card, the extra step up. So yeah. So anyway, but if you have a problem,
their stock's gone up.
contact an IT. Contact an IT, and he'll program. He can program that. You don't have to go out and buy a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing, and that's what probably the Harleys are doing. They're making it so give you a reason to come in, and then they can find stuff wrong.
Yep. Gotta make money.
Yeah, it's called upsell.
Yeah, not happy.
Yeah.
Even car dealerships do the
They
same.
do the same thing. That's why
They tell you need this
that's
flush,
the way they make
that
the money.
flushed.
Ever since the computers came into them bikes, they ripped a lot of people off, because nobody can go into
you
their
can't just rent
computers.
on it all by yourself.
Nobody can go into their computers to do this, that, and the other thing, and it's just ridiculous.
Bring me back to a shovel head, man. Be done with this shit. Go back in time.
Yep.
Build a nice.
And also these Harley dealers, they don't work on
No,
old
they don't
bikes.
work on them. That's the problem.
That Bert's Harley Davidson,
He does.
they
right?
work on old bikes.
Right. Not a lot of people won't.
Yeah.
And you would think with all these guys going out of business that generate money,
Yeah, bring them in.
bring them in. But now we'll close the doors. It's more than just service, but sales is so bad. It's ridiculous.
Let me give you an idea.
They really set them up to fail.
At this
Right.
point,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So I was going to say, let me give you an idea of what goes on with the computer system now. So I wanted to get the CarPlay on my bike. So they told me, well, you'd have to buy the WAM, which is $275. Oh, but we have to install it. So that's another $250. So I tallied up $525 plus tax, talking about maybe $575 just to get CarPlay. So I went to someone, I won't say who, and he hooked up his laptop, and on the radio, it says Wham, and there is a little box next to it, and there's a check or a no check. So there's no check there because there's no RAM. But if you check it and then upload it, it tricks the radio to think that it's got a Wham in it. So the Wham is a box this big. So it's actually tricking the radio that it's got a box this big on top of its of the radio that's giving the Wi-Fi. So ever since then, I have CarPlay.
It's funny because
I have CarPlay.
I had a 19. My 19 was my 19 Street Glide or something. I put new speakers and amp in mine at Daytona, and after they put it in, they flashed my radio, and I rode around for like an hour, and all of a sudden CarPlay came on.
Right, that's
because they flashed
same thing when they flashed.
And that's before we knew about the little device you can plug in with the jumper on.
Right,
because that wasn't even out yet.
Thing. And here's another thing.
And that was
all of a sudden for 15. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was that, and that's before the newer
I'm sorry,
bike.
I'm sorry. How much?
What?
How much was that piece?
Oh, like $12, $20.
And tell them what you did.
What did I do?
You bought it, and then what did you have
Yeah,
to
the
do?
plug-in.
Plugged it in.
Yeah, I did the same
We all
thing.
did, yeah.
So-
Yeah,
Not the new
I
ones.
bought
It's not for the
$12
24s and up or anything, but it was up to what? 22,
Right.
23
Yeah, yeah,
radios.
Right.
Yeah.
It was years.
And they're still selling them. Yeah.
Yeah, for years.
Because with that one, you don't have to flash the bike. You don't have to check anything. The
Right.
jumper bypasses
Right.
the flash.
So
But when we did it, it was the flash was like, holy shit. We don't have to buy the WIM, whatever you want to call it. And you know what's funny is when I mentioned that because John's got the 18 CVO, and we told him that you're supposed to have CarPlay. You got the WIM on that. He's got it on there because it's a CVO. It came with the CVO.
Yeah, but how? Oh,
And his doesn't work. And then they're telling him, no, we can't do anything. I'm like, bullshit. They don't want to do
get
it.
yours to work.
I didn't have mine. Well, mine wasn't the CVO at the time. I had the
Okay.
just a regular
So
street
Richie,
line.
does it only play Wham songs, or does it anything by George Michael?
Anything by George Michael. It's part of copyrights.
That's cute. That's cute. So
He's
who's,
like every time he tries to play Freebird, all of a sudden, like Last Christmas comes on. It's like, dang it!
Shit. When we get pulled over this year, we'll have George Michael singing.
I'm singing,
Changing around.
singing Wham in the bathroom.
Oh, the thought of that.
Oh,
Oh, it even got the right one. Oh boy.
Whoa, look at all the people at it. Oh, there
They are people. It looks good
All
though.
of a sudden, it came up with all these names. I couldn't see it right away. I thought, oh, wow, we got a lot of people. Hey, Eric is playing.
I'm playing.
He's playing. He
Playing.
loves this program.
That's a good program.
This is phenomenal. I mean,
matter of fact, why don't you tell the audience what the program is? Being
yeah. Eric, come on. Break it
It's
in.
it's a Riverside. It's by Riverside, and it's streaming software.
Yeah.
And it's coming from where? Not the Wi-Fi, right? Where's it coming from?
It's coming from Riverside.
Yeah,
That's the name of the program.
Program. Oh,
You go on a website to broadcast.
Which
wow.
is a lot better than what we've been doing. Right?
Yeah. So the other thing we
Phenomenal.
used worked off the computer.
Yeah.
Right.
This works off the website. So,
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
This is
it might be a
great.
lot smoother than like the other way, because that kept cutting out and having a lot of issues with it.
Well, you're freezing up over there. Your connection, we
probably
can
my-
hear you fine.
I got a really
Yeah.
slow. I got a really slow Wi-Fi.
You know what you should do? You should go in the living room and then get your bike and bring it in behind you.
Well, Nate, you don't have to be on Wi-Fi if you have regular 5G
I
or
don't have
whatever.
I don't have the 5G. I just have it on the.
You're on the laptop.
I put it on my. Yeah, I have it on the laptop. So
Oh, okay, I got you.
He's in the sticks there. He's got 1G.
He's got half a G. Half a G.
He's got
That's pretty bad.
He's got a G string.
Oh, great.
See,
So
that's
we
why I'm
got
not gonna stand
Listen,
up.
by the way, I got to tell a quick story. So I'm at a restaurant with a friend of mine Saturday. We had breakfast, right? So I get up, and first of all, the kid walks in with his father and his mother, and he's got to be no more than 8 years old, and he's wearing a Harley T-shirt. So, and his father's wearing a Harley T-shirt, and as I'm talking, I'm wearing my Harley T-shirt. I got the hat on, and he keeps turning around. So, and I'm saying hi, and he's smiling and he's turning around. And so I didn't realize why he was smiling, because he saw the T-shirt and he saw it said YouTube. So when I got up, we were leaving. The father says, and the kid's eyes are glowing. And the father says, "You have a YouTube channel?" I go, "Yeah, I have a YouTube channel." And I says, "Wow, nice shirt." He's got the logo of the kid. He has the logo of the Harley Davidson badge on there. And I says, "You ride?" to his father. And he says, "No, I haven't ridden in a couple of years, but it's still in my blood," because he's wearing the shirt. So I gave him a card. Okay. I gave him a card, the father a card. And I says, "And this is for you." And I gave him a card, and he goes, "Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to go home and watch it." So,
We got to watch our language now.
what that said, Dean just said it. So we're going to kind of watch our language in the future, because we're going to try to get kids on.
No, this ain't for kids.
We're going to try to get kids on, because they're the new bike generation. Maybe we could start a new generation of Harley Davidson bikers, so we won't lose the company. How's that?
By the way, you got a comment over there.
Okay.
Who's the little guy in the center?
We can get him some phone books.
Stacy, I'm gonna bring my whoopee pillow with me. I know.
Whoopee cushion.
My whoopee cushion. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be great.
Newsflash.
Hi, Stace.
Newsflash.
Oh, where's the newsflash button?
Yanks just took a 2-0 lead in the first.
Yay!
Ben Rice, the guy that freaking Boone sat last night because he's a stupid, hits a 2-run homer.
All right,
so we got some breaking news here.
we got breaking news.
That was breaking news.
I see it coming.
Yeah, we got some breaking news.
Breaking news.
There we go. We got some breaking news by Richie A.
I got to start. All right.
Richie.
I'll start it off. All right. So here, I got to put my speculars on. All right. Now,
I'm going to have to borrow them speculars after.
Okay. So does anybody know? I'm sure everyone knows of York, Pennsylvania, the Harley Davidson plant. I guarantee everybody on the East Coast and the north side of the East Coast, they've all been there. Right from there, you go to Gettysburg and you do that whole ride. It's a whole big trip. So, unfortunately, we had one of the workers there. He must have dropped his cell phone.
Why are you laughing? This is horrible.
He got caught in the machine.
Oh, that's funny.
It's like you get your hand caught in the cookie jar.
Come on.
Something home. So this is what
That's
happened.
horrible. How dare you?
York Dispatch confirmed the news to News 8 that crews were called in to the plant around 6:13 p.m. for rescue. The man who has since been rescued, but was condition and injuries were unknown at the time. According to emergency dispatch, he was not transported to the hospital following incident. The Harley Davidson plant is one of that's on 14th block on Elders Road. Everybody knows that. Okay. So what had happened was rescue crews were on the scene at Harley Davidson plant in York to rescue a man reportedly stuck in machinery Tuesday. That's what you get for wearing baggy pants.
Oh God.
Wow.
What you got there, Dean? You got something?
That's what happened.
Yeah, I got something.
Maybe it was
man.
the chain from his wallet to his jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, that changed
That-
nasty,
and
man.
that's it. That could have been. Could have been.
My chain gets stuck in a lot of things.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Not in a good way. So check it out.
So Dean's not too enthused about this news.
No, I don't get this. Like you talk about electric bikes, and they really don't go anywhere. You get 100 miles, and they're like, okay, and they're asking all this money. So apparently Harley doesn't think that's a problem, and now they're talking about coming out with a bagger that's electric.
They're putting the batteries in the bags.
Is that what they're doing? I mean, this is going to weigh how much? I mean, how much are you going to make this bike weigh?
I don't know.
It's already 900
I don't think
pounds.
it's going to come to fruition.
I mean, according to this, it's like everybody knows, you're heavy, you're loud, you don't care. According to this, you're unapologetic. And now they're going to come along with a live wire electric spin-off, and it's, a heavyweight EV cruiser, the S4 Honcho. Are you kidding me or what?
Honcho.
The Honcho.
Oh my God.
I think it'd be difficult to.
Me
I mean,
glasses.
for me, if I were to buy something electric, I'd more likely buy an electric bicycle
Right.
than than the electric motorcycle, because most likely I'd be riding it around town. I'm not going to take any big long trips on it.
Well, you
And
can't
so,
go anywhere anyway.
so they have like 100-mile range, and if the batteries fail, you can still pedal.
Right.
Yeah, but
And you
that's
get your
on a
exercise in.
bicycle. Yeah. That's on a bicycle.
Yeah, but then, like sort of weighing, if I had the choice between an electric bicycle versus an electric Harley, I might go with the bicycle, because one, you don't need a motorcycle license, especially if you're a kid. You don't need a license. You don't need to be 16. You could ride it. You can do whatever you want. They should have to learn how to follow rules on the road. There's too many of them, people that are scooching out in front of like cars and running through stop signs. I worry about hitting them all the time. But
that's
the
that's one
problem.
of those things.
They don't obey the traffic laws.
The problem with that is just happened to me and my wife a couple of weeks ago. We're coming out of Publix shopping center, and you look to the left because traffic is coming from the left. Okay, I'm making a right turn, so I look to the left, and there's no cars. But as I was turning by the corner of my eye, this moron is on the sidewalk going the opposite way on my side, doing about 40 miles an hour. Because these bikes now, the newer ones, the better ones you buy, the battery pack is as long as the frame and that down tube on the frame. So you got a large battery pack. That bike goes about 40 miles an hour, no exaggeration. And he's flying on the sidewalk where I slammed. I wasn't going fast. I was just rolling out, but I slammed my brakes. I would have took him out. He would have hit the rim of the tire. I would have taken of the car, and I would have taken him out. This kid would have been out. No helmet. So, yes, you're right about that. They're not following the laws. They're going to wait until enough kids get killed, and then they're going to decide you have to wear helmets. You have to have some kind of education of riding these, and you got to ride them on the street, at least in the bicycle lane. At least in the bicycle.
Yeah.
I was told that they're cutting off the people that are riding bicycles on the bicycle lane. If they're staying in the bicycle lane, they're cutting them off. It's like driving a car now. They're cutting you off in the street. So what the hell? So that's my input in that.
Coming out at 40 miles an hour if I'm on the sidewalk walking. Who wants to just be dodging people or dodging fast moving bicycles on the sidewalk?
So what do you think about this electric bike?
What
It
I think
failed
about it is
several
I don't
times.
see how it's gonna work with a bagger.
I didn't even know there was a
these are
bag.
getting 110 miles roughly to a charge. You're not going anywhere at 110 miles on a bike.
Not with a bagger.
Well, no. They're saying that the whole point of this is how far can the bagger go that's better than 110 miles. That's going to be even heavier, right? I mean, it can't be like ours, 900 pounds, and it probably won't because it'll be less engine, but less weight of the engine.
Yeah.
But you're not. I don't see this working out. I mean, the whole thing, you get on a Harley, we're riding, you want to go state to state or whatever, you want to go to Sturgis, you're riding 10, 12 hours a day.
That's right.
You're not doing that on an electric bike.
No.
I don't care what it is, you know.
The whole problem is the recharging stations. There's so many more electric cars out there and maybe now bikes that they're pulling up the recharges. You got to wait 20 minutes for a charge. Yes, some of these cars have 10-minute fast charges that'll give you another 100 miles.
Yeah,
but not all of them.
But that's shit.
But that's right. And not all of it. And you know what? People that stop the charge, they're not going for a quick charge. They're going for a full charge because they want to go further to the next
Right, well, they'll
charge.
go in and get something to eat in a restaurant or whatever. But if you're doing it on a bike, you're never getting there.
So there's a gas station by me over here. They put two of them in. They put two chargers in, two electric chargers. You know who's charging their car? The people that work in the shopping center there. They're all pulling their cars up
they
and
pull them in
charging.
there. They go
so
to get
you go in
restaurants
there,
and stuff.
They're not even sitting in their car. You know, they just they time it. You know, they know what
makes sense. Plug the car in and go shopping.
I know, but
grab some. You know, it's still going to cost you.
It just does not pay. Hey, listen, they got to build gas stations, not gas stations, but electric stations, like a gas station that have several lanes, several pumps. You know, that's what they need to build.
Yeah,
not one or two at a gas station here. Maybe in Hotchkiss, there's another gas station that has one or two. It's not going to work.
Yeah, but the problem with that is then you have a problem on your electric grid too. So.
Oh yeah, and that's another.
Yeah, well, it's way out of the way.
It's way out of the way.
And this Harley they're talking may not even come out before 27 or 28. So I mean,
I doubt it'll come out.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
But nice
nice knowing,
especially
it's
with the board that
have
we got now.
A big loss with a live wire, and then just double down. Just say, oh, we're going to go bigger.
Right. You know what's funny is Harley at 45th Street had the electric there. They had the electric charging station. Stewart had the electric charging station, but their live wire, they pulled them out. They're not even there anymore.
Because the live wire, they had the wrong program in the charging systems, and that's why they wouldn't charge. That's what.
So instead of fixing the charging system, you took it out?
Yeah.
That makes
sense. You know why they took it out?
They ain't selling them.
No.
Why?
It was in the handicap parking space.
Is that?
That's
not where the one was in Stewart.
It was in the
well, it was in a handicap parking spot in 45th Street.
They kept getting a ticket.
I remember a guy had an electric Mustang. He had that Mustang E. Was plugging that in over there. But I don't know.
Oh my God.
So Harley has electric bikes and they have no charging unless they're plugging it into the wall.
Oh shucks.
All right, so we got 13 Harleys with horrible resale value.
Horrible.
Mine's
one of them.
Okay. So
talk about the older bikes.
So even back in the day, even 20-year models would hold their value, and now they don't. That's due to all the supply they have, you know?
Yeah. The market
used to have to order one and wait, 6 months?
Right.
For one to get.
Right.
Right. And now you have dealerships full of them.
Right.
So they have too many. So one of them on the list is the 2000 to 2004 Harley Davidson Electric Glide.
That was a nice bike.
So when it came out in 2004, it was 14,000 and change, brand new.
Wow.
Okay? Which equals to about 25,000 after inflation. Okay.
Screw inflation.
So you're talking about now?
Now you could
25,000 now.
it would be equivalent.
That's
So 16,000 then.
equivalent.
Okay.
Probably
be
the price
to-
of a Road King,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So, you could pick up pretty decent ones, pretty decent units for about $4,000 now.
I know. The resale, the used bikes that I've seen now. Dean's seen them. Eric has seen them. I mean, they're insane. I mean, we're talking 6,000, 7,000 for a bike that's maybe 12, 13 years old, 12 to 14 years old.
And you could pick up one with low miles.
Like twin cams with no miles.
Yeah, that's
guys are buying them with 4,000 to 7,000 miles. Maybe the Beggars got maybe 12 to 15,000 miles, but we got to buy one of them and build it.
So
Get a Springer.
another one
Build it.
Get
is
the Springer.
2018 to 2022 Harley XL 883. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That was a dog. I had one. It was a dog.
What year was that?
Mine was a
Yeah.
2000.
Oh,
No, mine was a 1990. Sorry.
all right.
90.
So-
Non-rubberized.
So at 2020, you were able to pick up one for about $10,000. A 2020.
Really?
Wow.
And
10 grand. Shit.
now you can pick up one for it's saying like $4,000.
I buy it just to knock around the neighborhood.
2020.
Nah.
Yeah. There's
It's
starter
easy
bikes.
to
Everybody,
source parts,
like
it
selling
says.
I'd rather get an
they
electric
like to
bicycle.
sell them because most of them come back and they buy something bigger.
Speaking of the electric bicycle,
You got one?
2020 to 2025 live wire.
That came out at what? 35,000?
So
They're selling them now at
a
10. 20
live wire would have run buyers the absolutely unjustified sum of $29,800
It's right there.
when new. Today, the same live wire would sell around $10,000.
That's even too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$10,000.
Yeah. They're selling brand new ones for 10 grand. You know, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't
Can't
give
even
them
give
away.
them. They're not giving them away. They're
Yeah.
sitting there.
They're not.
They couldn't give them
Yeah.
away. Another one is the 2014 to 18 Night Rod. So remember the Night Rod?
No,
That was-
it came and gone so fast. I
Yeah.
never even seen it.
so that was like the V Rod.
Right.
Yeah.
That was like the V
Like a
Rod with
darker
the
version.
Yeah.
The exhaust
Okay.
on
I
one
remember that
side.
one now. Never mind.
yeah.
Sorry. Brain fart.
So this one, the base was 16 and change, and now you can pick one up for about $8,000.
Wow.
Yep.
I rode with a guy who had an old V Rod not too long ago. It kept breaking down, man. His clutch was overheating and shit. We couldn't even get to the restaurant. It took like 5 hours.
He must have had an old one.
Yeah, he had an old one. Not well maintained.
2018 to 2020 Street 750. Remember when they had the 750s?
Yeah, they didn't do well either.
The
Yeah.
750s and the 500s. You remember that?
Yep, and that's what they're talking about bringing
those are
back again,
probably
something
all
like that.
selling over in
Right.
Europe. In
Right,
India.
and now they're talking about bringing them back, which I don't get it.
So in 2020, you were able to get one for about $8,000. Now you could get one for 3,500.
Okay, still a decent ride. I mean, somebody who's starting
I
out.
thought you were gonna say $35.
Well, with negotiations, you probably could get it for that.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, the Street 500 too, 2018 to 2020. You could probably pick one up for the same price, 3,500. That went for 7,500 new. What we got? We got the 2020 to 2024 FXST Softail Standard. Okay, so new, the 2020 would go for 13,800, and currently you could pick one up for about $7,000.
Wow.
All right. These things used to hold their value back in the day, but Not anymore. So the Roadster. Remember the Roadster?
Yeah.
Sportster.
Yeah. So they called it the Roadster.
Is that one
2020
fat tire in the front?
2020 to 2022. It was a specific version of the Sportster lineup. And that went for 11.9, and now you could pick one up for about 7,500.
Still not too bad.
Yeah, still.
Held
Too
some
bad,
value.
no.
Yeah. You got what's this one here? 2010 to 15 Road King. So the Road King new was almost 20 grand. And 2015s are going for about 8 grand now.
There you go. See? 8 grand for 15.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
That's actually
Build
really
the
cheap.
hell out of
And
that
yeah,
thing.
Twin
Ooh,
cam,
baby.
Twin cam 103.
Right.
103, you can beef that up to what? A 126 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
128.
So also the Tri-Glide, the Trike, 15 to 2020. That sold for around 35 grand new in 2020. And now you can pick one up for about 19.
I wonder if that Road King, it's a twin cam. I wonder if you can buy a 135 motor for it and drop that in, switch it around.
I don't know.
You would probably need new mounts and all that, right?
Yeah.
You would think something's got to be different.
Yeah.
There. You don't even know if it matches up to the transmission.
I don't know if the cases.
I don't know if the
different.
cases are different.
2015 and later Street Glide.
Oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
At the Street Glide. So a 2020 when new 2020 Street Glide.
How much, Dean?
New at 2020?
Yeah, you had one.
Yeah, about 25.
They're like
26.
20, 25,
All right,
26.
23 too was starting, I guess.
Man,
And those are currently selling about 13 grand now.
Wow.
And you could pick a 2015 up
That's a twin.
for in
That's
the
a
9
new
grand rate.
Milwaukee 8 motor.
yeah.
What about the Road King? What about the Road Glide?
It Road Glide's not on here. That
No,
was it.
Of course, they're holding the value.
Well, the Road Glide's very popular.
They're the most popular bike down a bagger out there now. That's right.
So we
Yeah.
also have a Spotlight motorcycle that we're going to talk about. Okay,
Yeah.
that is the
Oh, you have to make a graphic for the
Road
Spotlight
King.
motorcycle.
You see that, Nate?
That look good, Nate?
I don't see it.
Nope.
oh well.
That's why. That's why I'm not seeing it. Okay.
Yeah, you got to tap on it, right?
Yeah, I'm on the. I'm on. I can go on the. It's different. Oh yeah, that's nice.
So
No, 'cause
Get it
I have to
out.
go on.
Will you get it
I
out?
have to
Stop.
look at.
What do you
I have
got?
to look
Cotton
at-
balls in your mouth? Come on. Get it out.
I have to look at it on YouTube, not on the program.
well, anyway,
Yeah.
this is the 2025 Harley Road King Special. Now, it was launched in 1994, named the FLHR Electric Glide Road King, and it replaced the Electric Glide Sport. That's what you had, right?
That's right. I had the grandfather to the Road Glide, Road King. I had
Okay.
I had a 92 FLHS.
And what they did with this bike was they leaned into the 1950s touring style
Right.
without the bulk, without the radio and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So this is actually 73 pounds less than an Ultra of its day. Right? And in 2017, Cycle World called it the coolest bike with bags to ever roll down American highways. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I liked it.
So
I
now
always liked it.
this
With the special,
this-
they have the longer bags that go down around the
Yeah.
exhaust pipe.
right,
Do you
right.
know
Yeah.
why? Do you know why?
You know why?
No.
What? The
All
bags
right. The
long?
reason why is because all the specials that were sold previous had the long bags, exact bags.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the factories have an abundance of bags. So instead of tossing them, they were supposed to stop the 2026 or 2025. I think in 2025 was the last model, or 2024 of the Road King. But they decided, let's come out with a special and get rid of all the stock that we have laying around, which is true. Now, the gas tanks have been changed on your bike, on Eric's, on Dean's bike. So we're going from a Street Glide to a Road Glide, a Road King. So now on that Road King has the stock old style.
Yeah, but
gas
they
tank.
still had the special. The Road King special has been out for a while. They just didn't discontinue it like you
Right.
said.
They didn't
They were
discontinue
supposed
it
to. I think it was
because
in
there
24.
was so many parts that they still had, not just from them.
Well, it's a
from
good
our
bike, though. I mean,
bikes.
they should keep that tradition. You got to keep something. That's
I think they should keep that bike because that bike brought the bagger into the mainstream.
Right.
I also
You hear
it
me,
shouldn't-
Harley Davidson factory
No, they're not listening.
CEOs? You hear me? Are you on? That bike brought everyone, because there were no fairings back in the day. There was bags, and there was a front nacelle, they call it, and it's long like the one that is, the nose, the big nose, the long one. And that was the style from the 50s all the way up until 65 when they put a fairing on it. So come on, get with the program. Don't get rid of the bikes that created Harley Davidson, period.
Why did they put a 117 in that, though?
It's so upset, man, because they just
'cause
don't know
they
what
still
they're
had-
doing.
So in this bike, it has the 114,
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
They kept the 114 going.
95 horse, 122 pounds of torque.
Now, what was the other one they kept, though? The Street Glide Ultra? They didn't change that one, right?
No, the same thing. They didn't change.
Right, but that
any of
doesn't have
that.
the extended bags.
Right.
Right.
They,
yeah.
they took away from the rear speakers, though.
Yes.
They didn't give you the rear speakers, and there was something else they didn't give you either that we were confirm. You would know because you have the
You had
Ultra,
the
too.
knee pads. They had the big shin guard.
So
The lower fairing.
yeah,
the lower
the lower
fairing.
fairing.
which came
lower
out on
fairing.
what? The Road Glide Ultra?
That came on the Ultra.
That's
The
the Ultra
Ultra.
now, the new one.
Yeah.
No, that was
Oh, yeah.
still the old
No, I know
one.
the old one had that, but the new one now is the Ultra Road Glide, right?
No, the,
Ultra Street Glide.
It's the Street
yeah,
Glide. So
Ultra
they
Street.
continue, which has the new technology because it had that crazy.
yeah, it had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
A
So
90
they're not even
degree,
making that anymore. So I mean, the old style. So
No.
it's really just the Road King. That's it.
Yeah.
So now with
That sucks.
this bike, there are 3 colors for the 2025. There's the billiard gray, which is no upcharge.
Right.
There's the black,
Yeah.
which is a $500 upcharge.
My bike just went up $500.
Good luck with it. Anyway, also the Whiskey Fire, which is this bike here,
Yeah.
It's a nice
That's-
color.
That's a nice color.
I
Yeah.
like that. Color.
that's $700
Really?
upcharge.
Jesus. And how much is this bike?
This bike starts at about 25 grand.
Wow. So now you want a color. You're at 26. And you want some extras. You want 30,000.
You know,
at the door.
That bike does not have a fairing, a radio, and all that. The bike.
I think it comes with a wind. Does it come with a windshield?
No,
No,
nothing.
that's
no
extra.
windshield. But hear me
Okay.
out.
Comes with a motor.
The Road King and the Street Glide, okay, base price is $27.95.
Right.
Okay, right?
Right.
So we're talking. Are you trying to tell me, Harley Davidson, that the difference between the Road King and the Road Glide or the Street Glide, right, is
With
only about
speakers and a radio,
$300?
yeah.
There's only about a several $100 difference where you have a radio, a fairing, you have speakers, you have an entertainment center, you have a this and you have a that. That would probably cost you about $3,000 to put on if you were wanted to switch over. So I just don't get it. That bike should have sold for 22. Who's laughing at me? That bike should have sold for $22,000. Period. Okay? Maybe out the door 23 and a half. That's what that bike should have been sold for. They would have been selling more of those bikes today. Okay? That would have been the introduction to baggers, right? Whereas the Sportsters were introduction to Harley Davidson, right? That would have been the introduction to the baggers. And then in another couple of years, I want to get a bagger with the fairings now on it. All right? But maybe you won't, because everybody will like that because they have the traveled bags. That's my point. Harley Davidson, exactly CEO, you know what I'm talking about? Do you have any sense in that? Common sense? Sorry. I go off to I go into another.
He goes into another realm.
He's
pissed. I was
pissed.
about to buy the Road King. I was probably gonna do the Road King, but it was almost the same price for the Street Glide. So
right,
I got that was my first bag. Was a Street Glide Special.
My first bagger was the grandfather. It was the FLHS. It was the Electric Glide Sport. Okay, so that had the flat face nacelle. It didn't have the extended nose. It was just the flat, but everything else was the same. It even had a dashboard. It had a nice little dashboard on it. But the point is, I went from that to a Road King. All right, a Road Glide. Sorry, a Road Glide.
Yeah, but how long did you have that bike? You had it forever. That was an Evo, right?
Yeah.
How many years?
I had it a long time.
Yeah. Wow, I know.
But
we used to pick the parts up off the street when we were riding around.
Bullshit.
We had to go to Daytona. We went to Daytona. There's a guy there. He has a shop. He's been around for like 100 years.
Yeah,
he has parts for everything, man. On Beach Street.
Black Bart or something.
I don't remember, but we spent a lot of time there, Rich. Don't deny it.
I do.
Riding behind him with a big magnet to pick up.
Yeah, you're trying to catch the parts.
He happened to be my friend. I had his phone number. He had mine.
But he had everything he needed, man. You'd go there, and the guy's like, "Oh, I got that."
Yeah.
Don't worry about
So we also have some sad news. Vreeland Harley Davidson in PA.
Another one bites the dust.
Close their doors. Boom. So let's take a look at that.
That's pretty sad when you're taking the sign down.
Yeah.
You know what? They weren't taking it down. A couple guys went over there. They were stealing it.
You know, at one point when they were raising that sign and putting it up, people were breaking open the champagne, right?
Yeah.
Now they're crying.
Yeah. Now they're on the unemployment.
That sucks.
The unemployment line.
That sucks.
Look at this.
That's pretty sad. That really.
Look at this. This is
the rough thing is that guy to put it in his living room and his wife.
That's what I say.
We should put it here.
I should hang it out in front of my house, man. Put it on a pole.
Davidson.
I think my association would find me every day until it was taken down, though.
It's gonna light up.
You could thank them for
light up the sky.
That to happen. Yep. Because they forced everybody to quadruple the size of their company, and it just, by raising the price of the bikes and the economy, just can't do it, man. You can't keep a company open like that. You know, it's a glorified piece of equipment. It's not a car. Yes, car dealerships are tremendous, correct? I mean, you can get lost walking around in a car dealership, but everybody and their mother is buying cars.
Wow.
In one family of 2 or 3 kids, you got 5 cars and 1 motorcycle. The father.
So, if he's lucky. If he didn't have to sell it to get a car.
Of the motorcycle companies now at Harley's are as big as the car dealerships. How do you compete? Come on. Use your head. You work with volume. What you're selling, you need the size of that company. Not to oversize it, make it look glorious, and not sell anything.
What do you think about bringing back ordering again?
Ordering a bike?
Oh, yeah. I absolutely think you should be able to bring back ordering a bike. Absolutely.
It keeps the cost down.
It keeps the cost down because you don't have to order a million bikes in different styles, and you get to personalize your bike. You get to personalize it.
Yep. But how much you gonna pay for it? They're already overpriced.
Well, that's the problem.
So you buy one that's cheap enough to do it on your own was the whole thing, you know.
I guarantee if you were able to order it, and these dealers kind of made smaller,
Yeah,
it would bring down cost.
They should be smaller.
Yes.
It could, because
I mean,
these big dealerships have all the bikes that are sitting on the floor. They're paying, you know,
they don't want you ordering
$100 a month just to sit there.
That's huge amount of money to pay every month.
You know?
They can't even afford. They can't even afford staff anymore. You know, some of these dealerships only have two salesmen in that whole place walking around. 2, maybe 3, and one of them is the manager, sales manager. So, you know, it's not like that anymore, you know?
We're going into 26, and they still have a 23.5 Street Glide CVO sitting there in Whiskey Neat.
Yep.
That's pretty bad.
Yep. And we know the dealership, and we see it every time we go there.
Yep.
And when you ask them to work a deal out with you, the price is still up there.
Yeah, you're talking about
about a
3-year-old bike.
2 to 3 years old. It's a old.
I don't care how new it
bike.
is.
I don't care if you never used it, but it's a used bike.
Right.
You know, when you buy a brand new bike like a 25, all right, they say just like a car. As soon as you drive it out, it loses anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 of value. Now you're driving out at a rate of a high cost. You're driving out a 23 CVO, right? So how much less is that going to be? Because if you were to turn around and sell a 23 CVO, what the hell are you going to get?
Yeah.
My point taken.
Wrong one.
Cha-ching.
No, that's it. That's it. That's the one. Cha-ching.
All right. All right, Nate, stay with us.
Oh, it's that time already?
That time already.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us.
Hey, man, I like the new program. This is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool.
I really
Pretty
think it's
cool.
impressive.
I like it. Now we can start putting more stuff on, right? We got parts to show and everything like that. We don't have to show pictures. You go right there, go right to their website.
Yep.
So next week
Do
we're gonna
that
have
all
some,
beforehand.
we're gonna have some good stuff to show on that. I'm always looking for parts. I love parts. Yeah.
So, all right, guys.
Oh, Nate, Deb says hello.
Oh, hey, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Miss you guys.
How come
Deb's like, phone talking to her.
There we go. Later.
Catch y'all later.
Well, subscribe, hit the notification, and leave a chat. Talk to me. Tell me what you think.
Please.
Please.